Okay, what is up everybody? We just had some major news come out recently about EA Sports College Football. We have gameplay information, we have Road to Glory information, and a bunch of other information that we're going to break down in this video. So let's not waste any more time and get right to it. So we had multiple news sources fly out to Orlando, and they had multiple chances to play the game and actually have a feel for the game. For this video, I'm going to go strictly off the Cover 3 podcast, and I'm going to break down everything that they saw about EA Sports College Football 25. So let's get right into it. Alright, so the first information I'm going to talk about is about Road to Glory, the very popular game mode from past NCAA games where you can actually go into high school, become a huge recruit, and actually get recruited by some of these big time schools and play out your entire college career. Unfortunately, we have some very bad news about Road to Glory. There's not going to be a high school in Road to Glory. No high school. I'm not gonna lie, this is a big issue that I found. Kind of defeats the purpose of Road to Glory, you know, but instead we're going to get a 10 to 20 hour story mode for Road to Glory, and honestly I am not a fan of it at all. I really just wanted it to be just like NCAA 14 with a couple of more features, but you know, it's unfortunate that it's not going to have high school mode and other stuff in it, but it is what it is. I'm also hearing that you might not be able to customize your own name into the game due to player likeness, and they don't want gamers to actually put their name into the game, so that's going to be very interesting. I really hope that you're allowed to put your own name into the game, but you know, it's looking like a stretch. It is also unfortunately confirmed that there's only 5 positions for Road to Glory, these positions being quarterback, running back, wide receiver, linebacker, and cornerback. I mean, Road to Glory right now is not looking too good. I'll be honest. Other than that, I don't really have any other information other than, you know, campus IQ is going to be very important, going to class, etc. is going to, you know, make sure you get playing time and stuff on the field and, you know, develop coach trust. But yeah, no high school, campus IQ is going to be very important. All right, on to the next topic. All right, well, after some of that disappointing news, we do have some other good news to talk about. It is officially confirmed that there is actually official licenses for some music to actually be in the game, such as Sandstorm is also going to be in there. Mo Bamba is also confirmed to be in the game. So yeah, that's very good news and very cool to see. All right, up next we have some more information about Dynasty mode for NCAA 25. Dynasty mode will have 30 seasons for the user and will have up to 32 allowed teams for online Dynasty. Custom conferences will also make a return into the game. I've also heard that you're not allowed to create your own conference. However, you're allowed to recreate the Pac-12 conference, so you can actually revive that back into the game. Generic FCS schools will make a return into the game. For example, FCS Northwest will also be in the game. FCS West, North, etc. will also be in the game. So not actual FCS schools are in the game. Skill trees will also make a return into the game. Insta commit might be in the game. Kitchen Seek might be in the game, and a bunch of other skill trees like, you know, Light of Fire, blah blah. So that's pretty cool to see as well. NIL deals will also not be in the game. And lastly, you cannot actually export your draft class into Madden. This is mainly due to the NFL and EA Sports College Football having 2 different player licenses, which is actually very interesting because, like, if a player transfers from your dynasty, let's say Travis Hunter transfers to like Ohio State or something like that, will that affect the player's license at all? Like, those are questions that I really want to like know. I just have no idea how this whole license thing works, but this is definitely some pretty interesting information that was revealed. And side note, I've also heard a lot of people say that they're not gonna buy Madden just for this one feature, so I think that's hilarious. It's also confirmed that there's gonna be a way deeper coaching carousel option for the offseason. You're also allowed to start off as a coordinator, and you're also allowed to hire and fire coaches, so you can actually get whatever coach you want on your squad. So that's pretty cool to hear as well. But overall, great information about Dynasty mode in NCAA 25. Still disappointed about Road to Glory though. Okay, moving on to gameplay wise, we have a lot of new information to talk about. So they emphasize that gameplay will be a lot faster than Madden, which is no surprise at all. However, there's not going to be X factors in the game, so that's also pretty cool to hear. So yeah, they're really not trying to make this look like Madden. There's also a new kicking system into the game, so that's going to be cool to look out for. They've also talked about pre-snap adjustments, how that's going to be very important. Crowd reactions are very important into the game. They emphasize that if you're away and you're like a 2-star recruit heading into Alabama, they're gonna have a very difficult time, you know, getting the plays out and stuff. Some receiver routes will actually not be available, so that's very cool to hear. It was also explained that weather will make a huge impact on games, so whether it be like a snow game where players might not actually catch the ball a lot, or even a rain game where tackles cannot be performed as efficiently. So weather is going to have a huge impact on games. It's also mentioned that the EA tried their best to eliminate cheese, whether this be like the cutback cheese or, you know, the quarterback scrambling cheese, or like the quarterback's about to get sacked, he just randomly throws out of bounds where he's already pretty much on the ground defying gravity. Bro, what? He gets that off. Are you serious? No. All those are not in the game anymore, so that's a huge plus. We have a lot more information about the transfer portal and recruiting wise for college football 25. For transfer portal wise, they specifically talk about it's not just some free agency tool or whatever. You're actually going to have to, you know, spend time with the recruits and actually fulfill promises to the transfer portal prospects, and this also goes for recruits. It also says here in this article that I read that new computer players in the portal may remember you whether if you recruited them out of high school, which is actually very cool. So maybe down the line in like 3 or 4 years time, if that player remembers you from being real close from their recruiting, or they might go to your school and they enter the transfer portal. So yeah, that's very cool to see. So I just wanted to point that out as well. CBS's Matt Brown had the ability to, you know, play the game and give his thoughts about the game. He shared so many great points and things that I just want to hear about the college football game. One point that he made that really stood out to me was definitely the crowd noise. He said that, quote, that attention to detail to the presentation extends to the game itself. Here's an example. The development team shared a video of Penn State wideout catching a fourth quarter touchdown pass against Ohio State. Stadium PA immediately played Zombie Nation while the crowd of 100,000 plus belted out, "We are Penn State." The announcers went quiet to let the sound of the screaming crowd and the PA system dominate, which is an unbelievable attention to detail. So I think that's incredible to hear, and honestly, I can't wait to hear that in the game. He also goes on to mention the uniform packs and how everything will already be in the default game. He mentions that Oregon had over 20 combinations of uniforms. He also noted that BYU, Utah, and all these other schools have an unbelievable amount of uniform customizations that you can actually put on for the game, which is an incredible piece of information that I'm very excited to hear. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out as well. Some more random points that I found across Twitter and, you know, some other news outlet sources is that LED lights will be in the game for night games, which is, oh, that's gonna be sick. You know, Clemson has it, Georgia has it, Alabama has it, and a whole lot of other schools have it as well. So yeah, LED lights are also in the game. And also Chris Fowler was in Orlando for the event, and he said that he had 115 hours of, you know, commentating for the game, which is incredible, and salute to my man Chris Fowler for doing that. But other than that, that's all the information that I have for you guys. Of course, there's a lot more information out there on Twitter and stuff like that that I didn't get to. I just really wanted to get to the main big points about the game, but I'm very excited. It's unfortunate we had some bad news like Road to Glory not having high school, etc., but we also had a lot of good news as well. This is a game that I'm very excited to play. I'm sure you guys are also excited to play, and we've waited so long for this game, so I'm just very excited. But that's all I have for you guys today. You guys can also check out my NCAA 25 Dynasty tier list. I'll leave it up there on the top of the screen for you guys to see. I'm gonna let you guys go here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.